welcome to our tour around Prenzlauer Berg, Berlin.
It's all about the houses and what they built it here.
What is this place called?
Pfefferwerk.
There are many buildings, red, yellow. Here's a broken building. Maybe it tells a story how it was before.
I think there was a garden here because there are mushrooms here. What was it first?
A Bierbrauerei, then a bakery, then mushrooms in the keller. Oh, chocolate.
A lot of bikes and a lot of cars. And there's a Berlin Tower. Fernsehturm.
My name is Maria and I work for the Guggenheim in New York. The Guggenheim Museum usually does exhibitions like I'm sure you have seen in many museums already. Yeah. You were in it? Ah, yes, there's a Lego of it. This project here is about building architecture, and we decided that we wanted to take it to different cities around the world. And the idea was that they could design it in a way that it would work like a Lego piece, so that they could put it up and down very quickly, and then that's easier for us to travel it around the world. And all of the programs that we do have to do with cities. We're trying to learn how to design them and how to make them greener and cooler. So that's what the lab is about.
The statue at Senefelder Platz represents the man Senefelder. Here we are on the Saarbrücker Straße and the Straßburger Straße. This playground looks like a pencil case. It gives me a good feeling because I think that looks fun for the children. Graffiti is mostly everywhere here, mostly on the walls and on the streets, and sometimes they show bad words.
Next to the playground is a house where we're not allowed to be any windows on. But there are just little windows.
They teared down the wall to build this playground. On this wall were the graffitis of many different people. This created a certain atmosphere of multicultural life. In my opinion, they would not needed to tear down the wall. They could have just let it be there and built the playground inside. Be a nice shade for the summertime when you play there. I felt like in an Alice in Wonderland, where everything is oversized with everyday objects.
All around this area there are gorilla gardens. A gorilla garden is a little garden that stands before your house, but also doesn't belong to anybody. Inside that gate there is a street. No, it was a street that was made only for Jewish funerals long ago. The David star is a star that's drawn with two triangles. One is facing down, that means it's given from God, and one is facing up, that means from God taken. We're on the top of the hill right now, and here you see a Wasserturm. The Wasserturm is this Wasserturm here is the oldest in Berlin, and it's on a hill, as you can see. It was also a Nazi concentration camp in the Second World War.
We were drawing about the gas station. I think his sense of art is to create like a more environmental friendly world by just using those old gas stations which are not used at all and just there and waste the land to create something good looking and artistic. He's trying to create like a sense of community by letting people celebrate their birthdays or like today their football watching their Germany against Italy, and by just creating this place to make a better society, so in the neighborhood people come together there.
He doesn't buy the things. He asked the owner if he could do creative stations out of them, and then if the owner allows, he does it with the people who live next to the stations. It was his first one in 2003 he did it.
And since then I did around I did 11 stations now, which include stations in Switzerland, Austria, Canada, America, Denmark, and this summer I'm going to Finland.
Yeah, all over the world.
Dieter wanted a tank station on the moon.
He's trying to spread this idea of a community working together all over the world. What he just wants to say to us is that Howell's idea, what he's trying to do, is trying to spread it, and even from here to the moon, trying to bring it there. Is that say, although we live in the community where like you maybe know a few neighbors, but you don't know everyone. So like, but when you get together and do something, work on a project, not for maybe 1 hour, like for more days or even months, how he said, about the one in Schwerterstraße. And that brings us together, and like this makes working together as one and not being separate persons who live in separate areas.
So time, it's all about slowing down as well, slowing down things.
If we only walk through the places to go home, like nothing is gonna happen in this place. And we think like, okay, public space, it's also a little bit from me, it's also from you, and it's from everyone, but it's also a little bit mine. So like when you're at home, you take care of your things. So we think like if we take care of the things in the public space and everybody does it, okay, there's some rules and some laws that we can't, some things we can't do because otherwise we would be annoying maybe other people. But if we do things that are not annoying but maybe improving, then we think like, let's try to do it. No? Even if the border is not so clear what could be done or not, but we think like, let's try to propose good things and that everybody says what they think. And then it's like in a big blackboard, we say like, I think that, no, I don't think so, but then you see it and it's like, interesting discussion. No? It's not planned, it's just it came out from the stones. Like,
it's like a survivor.
Yeah, like a survivor.
Because the space is from everybody.
Yeah. You can take, but the idea is you can also give, which is important. If you do it nice, it doesn't look like rubbish anymore. Like, it's a piece of street. This theoretically, it's, if we put it like this, maybe illegal to use a piece of street for something like this. But I think we all think like, yeah, but this is a nice thing and it's a space where we can share. Like, I give you my thing, you can take it, I take another one. So why would anyone be annoyed because of something like this? So this is a little bit something where one can talk about these borders of how can you use public space. If you do something for it, then it's going to be okay. So like we want to encourage that the nice things are happening actually in the public space, even if you don't know exactly if it's allowed or not. As long as it doesn't damage anything or annoy anyone, many things can be like, like Berlin goes like, okay, let's leave that,